Hi friends, this is Arun. In this video, we'll have a look at strings. Strings are nothing new. It is just an extension of arrays. Strings are character array. That's all it is. Internally, it is like that. Okay, but there is one special deviation from that statement. What it is like a string ends to note a string. It ends. They have added /0. It's a special character. It's a escape sequence /0, which is added as a extra character to a string. Okay, if you don't give it, it will treat as a plain character array. So that's the difference between a string and a character array. Okay, character array doesn't need to end with a /0, whereas if it's a string, it has to mandatorily end with /0 in C. Okay, whereas in other programming languages like Java or Python, you don't need to do all those stuff. Okay, so that is the difference between these two guys. So you can initialize the string like any other array which you initialize it, or else you can also give in double quotes. Okay, so you can do this way. So let's go and start with the basic stuff. So for printing, we use percentages, like percentage %d is for decimal, s is for string. Okay, and there is a inbuilt function stringlen which will give you the length of the string, but it carefully strips down the last character and then says only what is the size. Here in this case, our size is 4 and it prints. Okay, let's run it and check it. So I got the both the outputs, like GUI is printed and 4 is the size of the string. So two things are there. Now let's try to add another get another new string. Like I have a second string s2. Okay, and I get it from the user. In this, if you look in this, so I haven't given ampersand in scanf. Typically in scanf we give ampersand, right? In C, in strings you don't in arrays you don't need to give it. Not only in strings, in any array you just give the name of the array. That is more than enough. You don't need to add ampersand towards it. Okay, and printing is straightforward printing. Let's run those part and then check it as well. So I'm printing it, build and run, enter the string. Let's say geek is my new string and it prints it. The first string is GUI, second is 4, and it asks for new string which I gave geek and it printed that. Okay, now let's extend the program. If we want to append these two strings, what should we do it? That is a question. It's also straightforward. It's like an array, right? So if you want to store it in an array, what we have to do? We have to start from the index of the next element. Like for example, if it is a 4 elements already there in the array, if I want to put the fifth element, I have to give array of 5. So what I did is I got the string len, okay, and then gave the string len as the initialization value for the first thing. So s1 of 5 would be like 4, and then I take the second element, second string, and add one by one, and finally always remember we have to add /0 towards it, or else it will not work. Okay, this is straightforward code. So I have an array like s1. Okay, for simplicity I'm putting like that. So first is g u v I. That's what earlier it was. What we are trying to add is like we start from the this location, which is the fifth location. Okay, and add g e e k, like that we are adding. After that we are adding /0. So this is what we are trying to add in the overall code over here. So I start with the I equal to 0, the second array. Okay, and pick the value and store it in the second thing. That's all I'm trying to do it. Okay, let's run it and check it. Build and run. So I give GUI geek, it concatenates and gives me the concatenated value over here. Okay, after concatenation I get GUI geek. That's all. Okay, the same way you can try to reverse and print a string. For example, let's do it that right away. For I equal to 0, or I equal to let's start from since we are reversing, we have to start from the back, right? I equal to string len I less than or equal to 0 till that comment, and then reduce I minus minus. Okay, printf %c, because we are trying to print character by character, I'm saying. That's why here what we'll do is s1 of, so let's start from the I, which is the last letter. Okay, So if I do it, what I'll get it, I'll comment the rest of all the codes so that it never confuses this stuff. And here let's add a slash n over here so that it goes to the next line and makes it clear. So let's run it. So if I run it, let's say this is dummy, this is not needed. Here I have printed geek. Okay, what is it? What I missed? Percentage C scan of. Okay, -1, and then greater than 0 I have to reduce, and then S1 I have it, and I print to a character one by one. So let's remove all the other code so that we don't get confused. Build and run. So here, why it is not printing? I is greater than 0. That's the mistake which I became. I is greater than or equal to 0. That's why it's not coming up. I given less than 0 and that's why nothing is going in. See here, now I got the string properly, IUVG. So I gave GUVI, and after 4 you see that it started from the 4th character and printed one by one. Okay, so this is a simple way to reverse it. It's like how you reverse an array. All those things are same. Copying a string. So while copying, always remember one thing. It has to be of the size of the first string has to be, I mean, that's like any other array. So if you don't have a size, you will not be able to copy and it will crash. So here in this case, I have given 100. So I was able to copy pretty comfortably. So I have only 4 and 5 characters. So totally 9 characters. Okay, it is pretty straightforward and simple. So whenever you write a larger program, always check for the size of the memory and then allocate dynamically. That's always good thing. Okay. Thank you friends. Bye bye.